getting set for first down. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. The Buckeyes pick up the first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
He's got it at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Handoff from the shotgun. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've gotten the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Power football with the run. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we can could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
Working the middle, and they're able to get him down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quickly to the tight end. Obliterates him, still on the move. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. He was thinking big return. Didn't get that. But boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And that's just excellent cover. Cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your guys.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. And when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the end.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Second down coming up. Motion from the offense. The give to the tailback. Got room at the 35. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Using the quick game. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with the blitz, and the offense had the screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
They're trying to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense and coverage forcing the incomplete.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the big fella.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're just about ready to kick it away. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field throwing.
Afterburners coming. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Payne. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet flowing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Had to get rid of it quickly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Leaves it with the back. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3.
Coming up, 4th down.
The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down.
Formation to kick it away.
Gets it out of there for the 1st time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. They'll get down and put a stop on this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads it downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
What a great grab. This guy has been unstoppable all game long. Wherever he's lined up, the quarterback's been looking his way. And I got to tell you, I would too. If you're going to make catches like that for me, I am going to force feed you the football.
Gets open down the middle.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the ground.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Irish! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. They want to see if they can score the deuce. He's looking to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Quarterback will audible. He's back to throw on second down. Fires to the tight end. Oh, how did he make that move? Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He's looking for a man on second down. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
They want to throw it. Finds his big tight end. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Here's the handoff. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
On third down, going up top. Hit as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Payne. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some. Looking deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking for the two-point try. He'll set up to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes brings the Ohio State offense onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll go to the ground. At the 45 on his way. Nothing but green ahead. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, Irish! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Number 6.
He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Pressure coming. He's got him in the flat. At the 40, there he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. It's a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Keeps the legs moving. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Fast motion from the offense. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's a bad sign for the offense. You're trying to throw screen passes to try to negate the pass rush from the defense. That time, the pass rush even got home on a screen pass.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Missed it, no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a comeback this has been. They've just kept fighting and put themselves in position here, David.
This has been unbelievable, and once you get momentum going, a lot of times it's so hard to stop it. Palmer, this defense is reeling, and this offense is on fire.
Yeah, this offense, they just have this look right now like they can't be stopped because of all the success they've been having recently in this game. They're a completely different unit than what we saw at the beginning.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Irish send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Wide out in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Here on 3rd down. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Getting some heat. Got it past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down. Lead the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver shows motion. Snap it to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's only flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. A about to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's
going for the big play. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Comes out throwing on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got some room to run. The 40, the 30, 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They stop the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there.